Want to learn how to read 3 times faster? Well, I'm going to tell you the secret right here. If you're like me, I absolutely hate reading, but I love learning more than I hate reading, so therefore I force myself to read. So if you get a big book, a book like this, or even a small book, this book can take 20 or 30 hours to read. It's 500 pages. So how do you take that 20 or 30 hours and shorten the amount of time it takes you to read it? Well, I'm going to give you the secret. The secret is to get the audio version of the book, listen to the audio version at 2 or 3 times the normal speed, and follow along in your book. Now, here's the thing. You might be saying, that's going to be too fast. I don't know if I'm going to hear all of it, or I'm going to retain all of it. Well, number one, here's the thing you need to know. Humans can hear 4 times faster than they can read. So they process information by hearing it 4 times faster than they read it. So you can process and hear all of the information. Now, I'm not saying start off at 3 times the speed. You can start off at 1.5 or 2 times the speed, and you can work your way up. That's what I did, was I worked my way up to 3 times the speed. Now, you might say, well, will I retain all the information? Here's the thing, you actually retain more information. And the reason why is because instead of using just one of your senses, reading, which you're just reading with your eyes, you're actually bringing in 2 of your senses, reading and listening at the same time. So you're seeing and hearing at the same time. If you want to go a little bit further of how you can actually retain more information, what they say is that if you read a book while listening to the audio and you pace and walk around, the movement, because you're actually using another sense, you're feeling, the movement actually makes you retain more information. So you will retain more information by listening to it at a faster speed while following it along inside of the book. Now, that being said, you're not going to start off at 3 times the speed. You're not going to automatically go to it. It's going to take you time to go up there. Now, if you're saying this, I don't have money to buy the book and to buy it on audible.com as well. Well, I would recommend doing that, but if you don't have the money to do it, I'll tell you a little bit of a roundabout way to do it if you want to. A couple different things. There's apps called Overdrive. There's some other apps where you can actually download audiobooks from your local library for free. Another thing that you could do is you could then go to the library and get a physical copy for free. So you can read a free copy and you can also listen to the free audiobook. Now, if for some reason you have a physical copy or your library has a physical copy and for some reason they don't have the audiobook, another way of doing it is to go onto YouTube on your computer and type in books like Awaken the Giant Within audiobook and see what comes up. A lot of the time, you can actually find the full audiobook on YouTube. And for some reason, if you're listening through your mobile app or if you're listening through your iPad, it doesn't do this. But if you listen just on your computer, if you pull up your desktop, it has the option. If you click the little gear icon, it says normal speed, 1.25, 1.5, or 2 times the speed. You can actually speed up YouTube, which is another hack. This is something that I use all the time. If I have a 10-minute video I'm watching on YouTube, I'll just speed it up to 2 times and shorten it up and save myself half the time. Because I watched a 10-minute video in 5 minutes. So you can actually retain this information better. So you can get the book and you can download it on audible.com. If you don't want to do that, you can get the book or rent it from your library and check Overdrive or check all of the other apps. There's a few other apps I don't remember off the top of my head, and see if they have the audiobook so you can do it that way. Or the third option is to get the book, physical copy from Amazon, or you can go and actually get it at your library and then check YouTube, put in something like Awaken the Giant Within audiobook and see if you can find it on YouTube. That is how you read books quicker. On average, I'm reading about an hour every single morning with this way of doing it, and I'm finishing a book every 3 days. That's how you read 3 times faster and read a book every 3 days. So I hope that helps you. If this helped you in any sort of way, please share this with someone that you love, and I hope that you have an amazing day.